$1 billion worth of game. Is your man Yusuf. Like the channel, subscribe. We getting a lot of pushback right now in the retail world when it comes to the LGBTQ alphabet soup. We getting a lot of pushback, with this merchandise. We're getting a lot of pushback from the commercial advertisements. We're getting a lot of pushback from the people in school board meetings. You see, no matter what religion you are, for the most part, we realize that these things go against what the Almighty God said to do. You know what I mean? And most of this country is conservative. At best, most of this country is conservative. Besides the people that want handouts and they think the government should be involved in their business. See, when Barack Obama came into office as a champion for gay rights, that's when we saw the dynamic change. That's when we really saw it, start to fester, start to come out, if you will, out of the closet. That's when we saw it start to replace civil rights of black people has now been replaced by the civil rights for LGBTQ. That's when you see this wanting push to push it on our children. It's in every movie, every show, every Disney program. This is how you know these people in Hollywood, or Hollyweird as they say, this is how you know that they're behind the agenda. This is how you know. It's in every single show, every single cartoon, every single children's show. Now, my kids got to watch this crap. You know what I mean? That's why we push them to online content on YouTube that's worth something. Or don't watch nothing at all. Because these influences are real. You know what I mean? That box is real. It's a real influence on your family. And I'm glad we're seeing the pushback. I'm glad we're seeing Target put that shit to the back of the aisle. I'm glad. I'm happy for it. Because why are you trying to shove that in my face? I don't want no underwear where I got a tuck. Huh? Tuck what? I'm gonna let this thing hang long and low, boy. Tucking nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nobody don't want to see that crap. You know what I mean? This is no offense to nobody in my family that's part of that community. The alphabet soup. But keep it in the closet where you've been keeping it. Stay there, keep that thing private. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't live over here in that type world, don't mean that world still don't exist. You know what world I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Keep that thing in the closet. You know what I mean? I remember when a friend of mine came back from overseas after spending like 7 years overseas studying abroad. You know what I mean? He came back home. He like, yo, what's up with all the the boys outside? Like, what's up with them? Like, they running around in groups now? Like, nobody dealing with this? You know what I'm saying? And, that was back in 2000 and, I want to say 2006, 2005, 2006. You're like, yo, I'm surprised these boys ain't getting dealt with, man. Like, they out here in the open. Like, it's cool. Like, what's up with that? You know what I mean? Because we never seen that in our time when we was growing up. We all knew people in our family or whatever, but they straightened up when they came around, or they didn't come around. Feel me? Now, it's out in the open. It's just, let them be who they gonna be. That's cool. But now when you start pushing that agenda through television, you start pushing that agenda through school, when you start pushing that agenda on young children, when you start telling young kids they could get operations and all the like, that's when we got to draw the goddamn line, man. Somebody got to draw the line. somebody got to take a stand. I'm happy to see people doing that, man. I'm happy to see the pushback out here in the United States of America, man. I'm happy to see that people are standing up for their conservative rights, man. And we're not being trampled on out here in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Let these people hold their jobs, let them do whatever they do, but you know what I mean? This gotta be some type of pushback. You can't just let them flood the lane. You know what I'm saying? You can't just let them run them up and control policy everywhere you go. You know what I'm saying? No, that can't happen. So I'm glad people taking a stand. I'm proud of my fellow Americans for standing up, and we need to get on Hollywood about what they doing out here, man. Target, the pushback was so heavy with Target that Target said, "Listen, we ain't even putting the John down. We ain't even putting the merchandise out right now, and we're gonna put it in the back because the pushback is too heavy. We can't lose our consumers." You know what I mean? We don't need these protests up here. We don't need these kind of disruptions. You feel me? And that's what we got to do, man. We got to peacefully protest and get that shit out of here. You know what I mean? Put that shit to the back. You know what I mean? Put that shit to the back. You know, you don't need the right to show your sexuality in public. You don't need that right. Totally disagree with that. I don't need to know your sexual preference. I don't need to know that you know, a hoagie smoker or whatever. I don't need to know that. You know what I'm saying? You got your rights as a human being. You got your rights as a black man. You got your rights as a white man. You got your rights as whoever you are as a people. You have your rights. I don't need to know your sexual rights. I don't need to know that. That's personal, private. Keep it as such. You know what I mean? Be a professional in the workplace. You know what I mean? Keep it as such. Any problems you go through, you don't run off right off the bat and say, "Oh, it's a black issue or it's a white issue." No, it's a job issue. Let's get to that. You know what I'm saying? And if it's really truly something else, then we can figure that out. Let's make sure there's no job issues first. You know what I mean? Let's do that. It's your boy Yusuf, man. $1 billion worth of game, man. Shout out to Target. Like I said, the pushback from the people, Target did the right thing. They did the right thing. You know what I'm saying? They did the right thing. Listen, this Gay Pride Month is going to get more headway than Juneteenth. You know what I'm saying? It's going to get more headway than Juneteenth, man. See, what people don't realize and understand, man, is that a lot of the policies that they use, civil rights, other people coming to this country saying, "Oh, they got civil rights and all this, that, and the third." These rights came on the backs of black people, man, that suffered. That's the reason why you are able to have certain rights. You know what I mean? That's the reason why you're able to have them. You know what I mean? But people forget that. You know what I'm saying? They think the United States automatically granted that. No, people fought hard and died for that. You feel me? So, you know what I mean? These alphabet communities wasn't part of that situation. You know what I mean? But they taking advantage of the situation here. You know, they found some slick talking lawyers. They found some lobbyists, some people in Congress who was able to be bought, and they pushed these things forward. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, the people are starting to realize, they're starting to wake up, pay attention, push back. And that's what we need out here. God bless America. God bless you. It's your boy Yusuf. $1 billion worth of game. Like the channel, subscribe, share, hit your bell. I'm out.